Let's get to start. So, people over the call, are you able to share the screen? Okay. So we started. It's not loadable, sir. It is easy. Okay. So we started talking about now EC2 machines or EC2 servers actually, right? Like the first service of the cloud itself. So when we talked about the first fundamentals which is actually available there, like this is my server. This is my server EC2 instances, which is available at any of the place. EC2 instance at any place. Any place when I say it can be it can be in any region. Let's say if I'm in India, so I will be setting up this one in Mumbai, right? If I'm in US, I will be setting it at let's say West region, or I will set it up in Costa Rica region. So what exactly it means? Like whichever lab I'm going to use it, that is for us region based. There are few services are there which is purely onto the region based area. When I say region based means if it is EC2 instance, if it is EC2 instance, it will be purely at the region. It cannot be at the global area, right? So this is the first thing you have to remember, that EC2 instance always to be in a region, and cannot be accessed from any other regions. Okay, cannot be accessed from any other region. So let's say what exactly it means. It means, for example, I deployed EC2 instance in Mumbai. I cannot access it in a in the US region. What exactly it means? Let's say now let me log in over here. AWS console login. And sign in user, root user. As of now, we are logging as a root user. We have not talk about or touch about the IAM users. Okay, so just say root user, and let's say DevOps with Ranjit @gmail.com. Okay, and let's say RSC @dm1 and sign in. So this is the first thing. And as of now, I just skip for a now. So what exactly I was like referring, screen is visible to you guys, brightness is proper. Okay, now let's say what exactly I want to say. So for an example, if you notice, as of now I'm right now in a Mumbai region. What I'll doing it, I'm just creating one very quickly, one EC2 instance. As of now, if you see, everything is cleaned up, there is nothing. I'll just go to the instances, and if you see over here, no instances is running, and I'll just say just a dummy instance it is. Say Ranjit underscore test underscore instance. Fine. Go down, choosing the operating system. Then this is the type. Which is the type? This is the instance type, t2.micro. As of now, I have choose this one. Key pair login. As of now, there is no key pair because on that day we have deleted everything. Key pair is your security credentials which you use to reach to the server. So let's say I'll just create a new key pair, and I'll say just a test demo, test region. Let's say okay, make it as create key pair. So what exactly it is going to be happen? Just download it. Okay. Then coming to this subnet settings, I'll just click on edit. Okay. Over here, what exactly I'm going to do it? I'm going to take the VPC which is default, the subnet which is as of now default, auto assign is enabled, And I can choose, instead of creating security group, I can use any existing security group also, which is already available over there. So let's say I'll choose default one. So what I did, I just created few of the things over here, and I said, okay, as of now, this much is fine for me. And I'll just click on launch instance. I'll just click on launch instances. So what exactly it has happened? It successfully initiated the instance. Okay. Now go to over here, the EC2 management console. If you see over here now, the status is coming as an initializing. Now you remember, this is in which region right now? This is in the Mumbai region. Let's say keep it running this for a while. Remember, until unless the status checks getting passed two by two, it means it is not yet ready. So it means what exactly it is happening? It is still checking the automation tests are running into the backend to validate whether the things are going fine or not. Generally, it is not taking such that much time, but today it is taking. This quite strange. This generally happen when lab is too much occupied. It means it is too much loaded. That's the reason this initialization is taking too much of time. On that day, if you have noticed, it went very fastly. Still initializing. Hmm. So finally, this 2 by 2 checks got passed. So it depends actually. Sometimes what happen, the lab is not very active or it is not very prominent to take the response. That's why it is taking that much of time. But it is fine. So now if you notice over here, this instance getting created in which region? It created into the Mumbai region. Where else you can find that information? If you go scroll down, and if you see over here also it is showing availability zone AP South 1B. AP South 1B means it is lab 2, right? In Mumbai region, if you see, naming convention is AP South 1. Under AP South 1, there are three labs, 1A, 1B, and 1C. So it have been created into where? It have been created under 1B, right? Now, now let's see. Once I change this Mumbai to N Virginia, this is my another location, that is North Virginia. So whether that instance should be there or not, if I change to that location, whether that instance should be there or not, or it should be blank. It should be blank. That is the reason you should all these are very small thing when we are learning into the beginning, but you have to remember these will make a very major difference when you start deploying through an automation or when you are trying through a configuration. As of now, understanding with the functional part, it can be looking like, okay, where exactly these things are moving. So you have to remember where you are going to dedicate it. There only you will be find that EC2 instance. Sometime what happened? You created an EC2 instance in the Mumbai region, and suddenly you are searching into North Virginia or any other. So please remember where exactly you have created the EC2 instance. Clear this part to everyone? Fine. Now please take out your laptops, everyone, quickly, and log in your console. Log in your console, everyone. People over here, people over the call. Please take out your laptops. What happened to your laptop? You don't have laptop. So how you are going to practice at your PG, or there it is, there a laptop is available with them? You created an account, huh? So like your friend is staying with you only. You could have bring the laptop in the morning then to practice. Okay. Try to do the practice at home whenever you are leaving or whenever you are going. It's okay, not an issue. Practice at the home itself. Okay, but just think that this things does not miss. Okay, fine. Okay, from here someone can join the call quickly. From here someone can join the call quickly. Skype. It is someone is joined already from here. Offline batch. Online is already there. Anyone from offline joined. Or you everyone joined. Do one thing. Everyone join. Just what exactly you have to do it. You have to deploy an EC2 instance of Red Hat 9.2. You have to deploy an EC2 instance of Red Hat 9.2 and enable a subscription manager into that system. Enable a subscription manager into this system. Okay. Rupa, you join. Join. Lalit, what's your name? Venkatesh. Okay. Join quickly. Join it. You should be ready with your these all things. Charan, you joined. Which name you joined? S. Charan. You share your screen. You shared your screen over there. This is which one? This is Oracle. Reduce the voice of one. So you created a database over there. Have you started initiating? Hmm. Okay. Then you hold on. Lalit, you join. You joined. Share your screen. Rupa, you joined. What happened? Which part? Okay. It's okay. We will see something else. Just configure it. Just share your screen. What happened, Rupa, in your case? Wi-Fi. Yeah. You each individual have to set up quickly one EC2 instance. Okay. And deploy that EC2 instance and enable the subscription manager. Okay. Each every one of you. People over here, people over the call. People over the call, please be active and please be vocal if you are started doing or not. This is your right, Venkat. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, deploy one EC2 instance. When you created this EC2 instance, Ruda, when you created this EC2 instance, create new instance. Go to EC2 again and create new instance. Launch. Let him do. Let him do. Let him do. Sorry. You guys, Charan and Lalit, you done already that subscription part, no? Create one more EC2 instance with the red hat. Okay. And Linux classes is completed for you guys, right? Okay. Uh, go inside OPT. Okay. And okay, just note it down. What do you have to do? Deploy an EC. Note it down quickly. Deploy an EC2 instance. Okay. And then perform create user, and set password. Create user and set password. User 1, comma, user 2, comma, user 3. Right? After that, create a group. After that, create a group. DevOps AWS. DevOps, comma, AWS. DevOps, comma, AWS. Then change primary group of user 2, comma, user 3 to DevOps group. To DevOps group. Fourth point, add AWS group, as secondary group to the user 1. Okay. Now create the file, and a directory structure should be seen. And create the file and a directory structure should be seen. Next point, change group of directory 1, directory 7, directory 10, directory 5 as an DevOps group. change the ownership of, now next point, change the ownership of directory 1, directory 7, directory 10, directory last, what was the last directory I told? Directory 5 to user 1. Okay, don't get confused in users and owners. Okay, try first this part. After that, this will go. Try this part first. Okay, Venkat, you started. Yeah, initializing. What happened to you, Krupa? Internet connected, right? Okay, start deploying EC2 instance. Uh, Lalit, just drop that content first you just not copied, right? Just written into the chat of this Skype. Those who already done the first part, accessing an EC2 instances, please do the second part. Please do the second part. People over the call from the online batch right now. Donald, have you started creating an EC2 instance? People over the call, please unmute yourself. Have you started creating an EC2 instance? Donald, Subhashri, Viji, Kishore, and rest of the two, I'm not able to see the name.
Yes, sir.
Subhashri, you are able to create?
Yes.
Okay. Just do creation of EC2 instance and enable a subscription manager. Venkat, access the EC2 instance. How you are going to access? Apart from what happened, Donald? Are you not able to get this thing? VG, Kishore, please unmute yourself and let me know what exactly you are able to do or not. What happened? Venkat, what is the confusion? Now you have the IP. Now instance is ready. So what next? Hmm, what is opening and where you are opening? Share the whole screen from that window. Share the whole screen. Show me. Now go ahead and share that place. Go to that link. Go to MobaXterm. Hmm. Every user. Okay. So now check. This is the right IP. This is the only IP or something else. Make it big. Make it maximize. Maximize the screen. Full. Here. Okay. Just pass that username. Host. Pass the host name. Specify the username. What is the default user for Linux? Hmm? Default for AWS Linux. Sorry. Enter the name over there. EC2 hyphen user. EC2 hyphen user. Okay. Now hold on. So now you have used SSH, you have used the host IP, right? And you have used the username. And now you have to pass the key to connect it. So what exactly you have to do it? Click on advanced SSH settings. Click on advanced SSH setting and click downside use private key. Use private key and select on this key. Select on this key. Okay. You given the same name only. Okay. Click on OK. If key matches, it should connect. If key doesn't match, it should not connect. Make it big. Screen. Maximize it. So now you have what exactly you are trying to do? You are trying to access an EC2 instance with the SSH protocol, with the SSH server. But if you see over here, this error is going again and again. So first you have to check whether you have used the right name or not. Okay. So sorry. Go to the again console. When I say console, it means it is your AWS. Okay. Whenever I'm mentioning any word which you are not understanding, please let me know in between only. Now, for example, now you have somehow did not recognize the name and you want to check it. So go over there inside this one and go a little bit down. You will find the key pair name over here. You will find the key pair name, what exactly you have passed. Not there? You have given a key pair assigned as to group 2, but still it is not working. It could be not working because you might have not passed the security groups or you have not passed the rules over there. Okay, so go above again, scroll up from the right, scroll up, not down, up. Now, what exactly you have to do it? You have to check into this security module. First, reduce your size of your browser. It is not coming into the window. Or just one second, one second. Wait. So, exactly. Okay, fine. Now go down at the security level and go a little bit down. Fine. Wait a minute. Okay, first reduce the size of your browser. It is not coming properly. Three dots click, reduce the size to 90. Wait a minute, let me check. 90 is fine. 90 is fine. Now go to security group. You have used the default one. Okay. So now go inside this security group. Go inside the security group. And now if you see, scroll down, if you see over there, you have not passed any kind of traffic or inbound rule for the SSH, though you are making a request to connect to the SSH server, right? If you are not passing any parameter, means you have to define, right? That okay, what action you want to do it. As of now, you have not passed any parameters over there. That's the reason it is not getting connected. So click on edit inbound rule. Click on edit inbound rule. Okay. And first delete this one. As of now, this is not required. Delete it. Delete this one. We don't want. We'll create our own. Just click on add rule. Click on add rule. Now the type what we want SSH type. We want SSH type. So select SSH. Why we choose SSH? What is the reason behind it? Hmm? Give the technical answer now. Why we use SSH Krupa? What is the reason? Why we are passing SSH parameter now? Hmm? That is fine. Connect to the server. What kind of a server? What kind of an operating system it is? What kind of operating system? Exactly. This is the Linux operating system, and Linux operating system work on a protocol called SSH protocol, where we use a port of 2022, right? Please remember this part. Now click on source. So if you see over here, the protocol it is using TCP and port range it is 22. Now make it as of now my IP only choose. Let's say my IP. How this IP came? What is this IP? Exactly. This is your network IP. If you go over here, Venkat, just click on this third column, third tab. Just search what's my IP address. What's my IP? What's my IP? Just type. Click enter. Click enter. Just click the first link. Just click the first link. 105.106.51.132.169. Just match with your AWS. Go to the AWS. 106.51.132. Means this is the system IP is now getting registered. So means I am first of all in here only I am creating one a security group rule where I am restricting any other users now. Now what will happen if I am going to share my key to anyone? So they can't access it. Let's see how it is going to happen. Just click on save rule first. Just click on save rule first. Okay, rule you saved it. Now try accessing again. Now trying accessing again. Press R, press R, press R. It will restart the session. Press R. Okay, so wait. Okay, fine. So what happened? Once it is accepting starting the request, what will happen? It will going to do this system. Now what happened? Remember this thing. You have created a security group. You created a security rule over there. Now Venkat is able to access it right now. Now we have to test a scenario. We have to see whether Krupa is able to access or not once you shared the key to her. What is the scenario? Right now, Venkat is someone who created a server. And now we want to check whether Krupa is able to log in or not from her location. Fine. You drop the EC2 instance key into the chat and drop the IP. Krupa, you share your screen. You have downloaded somewhere. See, check. First take the IP, EC2 IP, go to running stage. And now you no need to come again here again and again. Okay. Let's go back. Go back. I'll show you. Scroll down. Scroll down. If you see over here, by little bit up, little bit up. If you see over here, just clicking this EC2 IP address, it is available here only. Just try one more scenario. Wait a minute. Try one more scenario. Just copy this DNS. Let's see whether DNS resolution is working or not. Click over here. Go again to MobaXterm. MobaXterm. Close this session purely. Close it. Purely click on yes. Now again pass session. Click on session. Click on SSH and pass this time host you passed. What is this? This is your host name. Paste it. Read the complete naming convention. Before that also will be something there, right? You are reading half. Read completely. It is EC2 hyphen the IP with the extension of the domain what we are using it. Now pass the username. What is the username you're going to pass it? Make it EC2 hyphen user. Just type it EC2 hyphen user. EC2, it's not EC3. EC2 hyphen user. Click on advanced SSH settings. Click on advanced SSH setting. Use the private key and select the key. And select the key. Group2.pem. Okay, make it open and click on OK. Click on OK and press X. So now what happened? Now if you see, you are able to access this one with the domain name also. Fully qualified domain name, FQDN. Okay, Lalit and Charan, this is for you guys also. That you can access it via IP and you can access it via FQDN also. Where it is, go back to the console again. Go back to the console. When I say console, it is AWS. It means you can able to choose this IP. This is one part highlight over here, Charan. Take your cursor over here. This is the first part which you are doing it. Second part, show this part, public IPv4 DNS. I talked about FQDN or host name. Many products or application want this thing to be in a form of DNS formulation. So if it is accessible via DNS, so now you can make a request to that server with the DNS itself. Fine. Now, Venkat, what do? You drop your key to the chat, Skype chat. Okay. And the public IP. First copy the public IP 13.271.241.194. And let's again try one more scenario. Let's try to replicate or see one more scenario to see. It's okay, fine. If it is running also, it's fine. Just now copy, drop into the Skype chat your IP. Go ahead and drop the drop this one. Yes. Drop the key over here. Drop the key. Go ahead and copy the key. No, it is not going to be copied. Go over there in your chat section of Skype. Chat section of Skype. Yes. And now just click on that three. There is a file part is there, no? After a match, type a match. Yeah. Before that only. No, 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 not this one. This one, yes. Select over there, yeah. Make file, downloads, and select this one. Okay. Just click on open and pass it. Fine. Now, Krupa, you share your screen. Ready? Just share your whole screen. Fine. So you started sharing your screen. Now what happened? Just close that one. This recording screen is coming, no? Just top of it, top. Just close. Okay. Now just open MobaXterm. Now just open MobaXterm. Let it be. Let it be this thing. Just go to the search bar. Go to the search bar. Just search for MobaXterm. MobaXterm. You downloaded, right? Just open a MobaXterm. The second one. Click over there. Fine. So now what exactly you have to do it? You have to access the server which is created by Venkat. Okay. He created in his environment, but let's try whether you are able to access or not his server, because that way the cross communication of team should work. So just proceed. Click on session. Click on session, left side. You did not practice with this one at home? Uh, on the left side on the top. SSH on the top. Now from the chat, take the IP which Venkat shared to you. Take the IP into the chat, Skype chat. Go to Skype, downside. Skype, just open Skype. Click over there, Skype. Yes, and click it. Okay, click on the chat. Fine. And now go down into the chat section. Lower. Or more lower. Go down. Okay. Little bit up. More up. See, IP is there 13.127. Just copy this IP. Just copy this IP. See why you are facing that much of difficulty to do this thing, because you are not practicing, right? This is the major problem. You guys should practice at home. Just click over there. Okay, type it 13.2127. Copy it. Just wait a minute. Don't go on the other screen. Just click on this download. Group 2.pem is then click over there. Okay, make it at accept. accept. Okay, it might be downloaded in some location. Now go to the MobaXterm again. Just use Alt plus Tab to switch the windows. Alt and Tab. Alt and Tab. Okay, you back to this window. Now pass this host name. Pass this host name. Now pass the username. What is the default username? EC2 full name. EC2 hyphen user. Okay, just click on specify username and just pass EC2. Just pass EC2 hyphen user. Okay. Now what exactly you have to pass it? You have to pass key, whatever the key Venkat have shared to you. So click on advanced SSS setting. Click on advanced SSS setting. Okay, and just click on use private key. Use private key. Last option. In the left, go to the left, pure left. Yes, just click on use private key. Now click on that file logo. Click it. Just go to the download section, see where the file downloaded or not. Downloads. File got created. Group2.pem. That is the file. First one. Select it. Make it open. Now make it OK. Now make it. Click OK. Click it. Accept. Click it. Accept. Okay. Backend it is taking the IP. So though you already having the key is available with you, that's the reason it is accepting the complete one. Venkat, you do one thing. Go to your console once. Go to your AWS console. And go to your security groups. Go to your security groups. What is that? Okay, fine. Just hold for a minute. Hold for a second. Just a second. Just go over there. Go into the Google once. Go into the Google. Chrome open. Just search for what's my IP address. What's my IP address? Just search. What's my IP address? IP address. Enter. And just click on this one. What is the IP you are receiving in your security group? Read the IP. Read the IP which you have configured in security group. Under security group, you have routed the IP. Just click that IP. What exactly it is? Is it the same? I think it should be the same. That's the reason she is able to access. Go to the security groups of the EC2 instance. Within security group, you have used my custom IP. Check what is the IP over there. Check what is the IP. Which you have configured. Share your screen once. Share your screen. This is your right. Go down. Go down. Go down. Okay. Click edit inbound rules. Click edit inbound rules. Okay. Fine. So what actually happened? Now you have to understand the scenario. Though, if you have noticed one thing, if you really understand what we're trying to achieve, there are two users. One is Venkat, one is Krupa. These are the two users. Right now, without adding the IP of Krupa itself, she is able to access it. But what the loophole happened over here is because Venkat and Krupa both are connected with the single network. For her also, the IP is 106.51.132.169, right? This is the same IP for you. For Venkat also, it is the same IP. Means both are working on the same IP. That is the reason, though her IP is common, she is able to access it. If in case there is an IP got changed for Krupa, let's say when she go to the home, and if she try to access this thing again, or even Venkat also try to access it again at home, it won't work. Why? Because in our security group, whatever the network we have configured it, that is not remain the same. So you have to add the same network or an IP which is associated with this scenario. Clear this part? What exactly it is going to be happen if, let's say, uh, let's say, Krupa, you do one thing. You share your screen one more time. You let it be the same thing. Okay, Krupa, you quickly share your screen. Just do some random test again. See, that way you will understand actually how to replicate the scenarios and these things. Okay, go to the console. Go to the console. To the console. This one. Go to your MobaXterm. Go to your MobaXterm. Okay, it is managing by Venkat. Venkat, you do one thing. Into your security group, the same page over, just customize that IP, whichever you are using right now. No, just customize it. Change it to something else. Give it as 10.204.34. This one. 10.24.31.65. Just give that IP. Meantime, you done right. First part you done, Lalit. Okay, just and now proceed further. Login as user one. Charan, you also note down quickly. Login as user one, and then create user, and set password. You change the IP. Share your screen. And set the password for user 4 and user 5. Till now you created till user 3, right? So now set the password for user 4 and 5. Now you create a group, second point. Create a group, app, comma, database. AWP, comma, database. Next point, login as user, and perform below. Login as user and perform below. Create directory, directory 6, slash directory 4, directory 6 slash directory 4. Create a file F3. Create a file F3. Next point, move the file from directory 1 slash F1 to directory 2 directory 1 slash directory 2. Next point, rename the file F2 to F4. Make another point. Login as user 1 and perform below. Create a directory home, comma, user 2, home slash user 2 slash directory 1. Change to directory 2 slash directory 1 slash directory 2 slash directory 10 directory and create the file slash opt slash directory 14 slash directory 10 slash f1 using relative path method. Relative path method. Next point, move the file from slash opt slash directory 14 slash directory 10 slash f1 to user 1 home directory. Rupa, you share your screen. To home directory. You saved it, right? It is not showing saved it. You just click on saved, right? Okay. What was the last line? What was the last line? Huh? Move the file to user 1 home. Okay. Now delete the directory recursively. Directory 4. Delete the directory recursively. Directory 4. 4. MobaXterm. Okay. Now next point. Delete all child files. Delete all child files and directories under slash opt slash director 14 using a single command. You have to use a single command. Okay. Now write this text. Next point. Write this text. Linux assessment for EC2 server is a great learning into a file. A Linux assessment is a great fun within EC2 server. Okay. And save this one into a file called F3. Hmm? Just make one file. You have to create a file and just make it a Linux assessment is a fun to learn into EC2 instance server. Save that file as an F3 over there. Okay, fine. Krupa, now you try to access it again. Just click on session one more time. Session, left side. There only, Krupa. Just click on session. Here, just click on session. Completely left. Over here, just pass the SSH. Now pass the IP. What was the IP? What was the IP? Just go take it from the chat. Not this one. You have to pass the IP of the server. What is the IP of server? What is the IP of server which Venkat shared? So why you are passing 10? You should pass the IP of server, whatever he created. Server IP won't change, right? So you have to use the same server IP above only in your chat. Go above. Here only. Just copy this IP, paste it over there in your MobaXterm. Now pass the username. Pass the username as an EC2-user. Click on advanced SSH setting. Lalit, make in a notepad the first as an giving a heading for that assignment as an Linux assessment for EC2 instance. Okay. And as of now, that is still just 10% I have given. 90% are still remaining. So you just start. I'm just giving a part, so it won't be difficult for you guys to complete. Okay, just click on use private key, and now pass the key. Use private key, and then just pass group to PAM, and click on open, and click on OK. Now, if you see over there, what exactly happened? It is not able to connect it. Why that thing happened now? Venkat and Krupa and the person sitting in the last. what happened now? Why this is not connecting? Which IP address? It was any random IP. So how you are monitoring this server? Everything is getting monitored with the help of security groups only. If any problem you are seeing into the server, the first debugging step, what you have to do now, you have to go and check into the security group whether the IP have been mapped correctly or not. If there is any issue into the IP mapping, it means some problematic is at the security group level. That is the reason we're trying to replicate the scenario. We try to replicate the issues. This is like ongoing practical implementation, how things can be breaked. Now, in what scenario that can be break? For an example, you guys are connected with right now basin the network. Okay, basin network having an IP of 106.31.42.71. Suddenly, you went to an home and you find that okay, my box itself not getting connected. And in that hurry burry, what you did, you just deleted the EC2 instances, though you already having an assignment running over there. But later you realize that okay, I have to just map my IP over there. Now, when you go to home, for example, or PG, you will click on the PG network and then you will just search onto the Google what's my IP address. Okay, you just click on uh, this one network connected and you just search for what's my IP address. So there will be again some IP will come like the way we just now seen. That IP you have to again go and add it into the rule. Again you choose SSH and then again you pass the IP and save the rule. So what will happen once you're working at PG or a flat, wherever you're staying, it is connected over there. If once you came over here, it is already saved that network, it will work. And it will maintain a safer side of a security feature. If we use 0.0.0.0 for an example in that security group, what is going to be happen? Any person into the globe, if he got that key, he is able to access. Apart from Krupa, everyone who will be having this key, everyone is able to do it, right? So what exactly you have to try at home today? Using the same EC2 instance, you can go in every in your this one just note it down the IP which is available over here right now. So you won't get a different IP. Copy it from there. Go to where exactly that IP is there. Into your Chrome browser, Kuma. Go over there. Go over there. Yes, copy this IP. What you have to do, you have to map this IP into the security group. Okay, this is a basin network IP. Wait a minute. Uh, Copy this IP. You have to map this IP in your EC2 instance. Now in your personal EC2 instances, no, you don't need to use Venkat one. Okay. So first one, you just pass this IP over there. Okay. And try to connect C at your home, whether you are able to do it or not. And then you change the IP of with the network of your home or PG network IP, whatever you are getting over there. So just keep this IP for your reference to connect it and try to deploy an EC2 instance. Once that part is done, then you will be start proceeding to the further part. But how you will get that confidence? Please try to create multiple EC2 instances. Create it, delete it, create it, and delete it. If you keep it on, then it will be heading a cost. Either you make it stop if you are not using it, right? Fine. Fine. Any doubt, people over the call? I think people over the call is completely silent. I don't know whether you are practicing or not. Don't blame in the last that you did not understand anything. It's your responsibility equivalent if you are doing the practice. If you are not doing a practice, then it's completely your fault. I cannot able to help you over there. If you don't speak, if you keep yourself your mute, not at all interacting, then just following this video won't help you until unless you bring your doubts that okay, I also able to deploy it, but I'm seeing this issue. Fine. So Lalit, you post that assignment as into WhatsApp chat, making it Linux assignment with EC2 hyphen part one. You have to mention hyphen part one, right? What is your name into the last? Huh? Grish. Grish, after, like once you have that laptop or once you are staying with here also, please try to do a practice. So you will get a hands-on exposure. See, right now, for an example, just now, like Krupa is trying to do it, but she is facing that hinge while doing it. So why it is happening? Because not practicing a lot. So more practice will bring that confidence result, and you are able to understand, okay, what exactly you have to do it. So please spare some time apart from class for your practice session. That is called revision, which you guys have to do it, right? If you really want to crack the interviews, if you just want to pass the time, then it is purely your responsibility. Fine. Any further doubts? Rupa, you have seen, right? You are not able to make it properly. So please practice at home. Try to replicate these all things whenever you are doing it. Whenever you are like doing it, like whenever you are going home and doing this practice. Okay, fine. Pretty much for today. And then mostly tomorrow also we will be going to uh, do the practical implementations only. Theoretical will do, not an issue, one by one, but more practical will do. So you will be having a better understanding when you jump or move into the DevOps classes also. Fine. Thank you, everyone.